Assalamualaikum dan selamat malam bersama saya Afiq Daniel.
Dan saya Ahmad Ihsan.
Kembali lagi kita di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Alright Ihsan, pada malam ini kita nak bincang tentang topik apa malam ini Ihsan?
Okey, malam ini kita ingin membincangkan pasal passion.
Wow,
Yes,
passion
passion. This is very specific for those who are still trying to see themselves in the future.
Betul. Jadi teruskan bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Jangan ke mana-mana. Bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Alright. Ihsan, kita nak sembang pasal apa tadi?
Kita nak sembang pasal passion.
Yes.
Not passion.
Passion. Yes. Alright, jadi kita bukan akan sembang pasal passion ni dua orang, tapi kita akan ada satu guest.
Yes, of course.
Yes, guest sangat-sangat special, Ihsan.
Okay.
Guest
kita malam hari ini ialah award-winning actress, humanitarian and also social media influencer.
Wow, jadi siapa tu Ihsan? Silakan kenalkan kepada kita.
Okay, guest kita untuk malam hari ini ialah NATASHA HUDSON.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. So I thought I was your patient today.
Oh no. You're like the passion.
Yeah.
The passion right now.
Okay,
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Alright.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes. Apa khabar Natasha?
Baik, Alhamdulillah. Macam ni lah. Masih hidup. Belum lagi. Almarhum still here.
Okay, Afiq.
Alright, jadi kita teruskanlah dengan kita punya soalan. Jadi kita nak tanya kepada Natasha. Alright, jadi apa yang buatkan Natasha sendiri tercetus untuk berhijrah?
Okay, I think hijrah is... I've been getting that I think for the last couple of years. Basically, hijrah ni sesuatu yang I think di luar jangkaan kita sendiri. So when it happened to me, I think it was a time where Tasha mencari sesuatu kelainan dalam hidup, because I had everything in my life, success, I had a child, I was then a single mother and I was so young still, and there came a point where I told myself I really wanted to get closer to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. So macam bila dapat peluang pergi ke my first umrah, I dedicated myself untuk promise myself that if I change for Allah, it has to be like 360 degrees untuk orang kata berubah. So saya masih ingat lagi waktu tu ialah kali pertama, tak boleh nak expect apa kan, pergi ke orang kata rumah Allah, and I just couldn't stop crying basically at every moment, every step I was in Madinah, in Mecca. Tapi I think my very clear memory was waktu saya banyak mengikuti solat jenazah, because I said this is something new for me. Kenapa semua orang terburu-buru untuk melakukan solat jenazah? Because it's not something that I pernah experience. So waktu tu saya berada di belah atas ruang solat di Mekah, and I told myself, sebab macam bila lihat kematian mengingatkan kita begitu pendeknya hidup. So I made a lot of dua. I said, ya Allah, if kalau Allah nak berikan perubahan, berilah kepada saya 360 darjah perubahan. So when I came back, memang kata hati tu rasa macam saya tak boleh membuat sesuatu di luar basically ikut hati saya. I have to do something to make Allah love me more, to make Him happy. So that is when my hijrah started. So I said when I come back, sebab dah biasa 2 minggu semua berubah kan, pakaian dan segalanya. So I said when I come back to KL, benda ni haruslah diteruskan. So memang Alhamdulillah benda tu diteruskan, dan orang kata waktu pertama dah balik ke rumah tu, hari pertama pijak keluar rumah kembali, I told myself I cannot be the same person anymore. Tidak boleh berubah pakaian dan segalanya, macam itulah.
Tapi semasa macam proses penghijrahan tu, ada tak macam cabaran-cabaran yang terbesar?
Cabaran-cabaran terbesar, okay. I don't remember having cabaran yang terbesar sangat, because masa tu Tasha berkata saya nak kelainan dalam hidup. So memang I know mungkin akan ada cabaran dalam kerjaya, tetapi walaupun saya diberikan peluang untuk orang kata membawa imej seorang wanita muslimah dalam kerjaya lakonan saya, Tapi my first drama wearing a tudung, can you imagine, for so many years, my first drama wearing a tudung, I was greatly challenged. So saya rasa itulah cabaran saya yang paling besar sebab saya diberi banyak dugaan waktu syuting itu di mana saya mengatakan I cannot do this anymore. So saya habiskan drama tu dan habiskan satu filem dalam same thing dengan image muslimah, and I say I have to do something else. I have to take another step. So saya venture dalam I did my own label dan segalanya, and things move on, dan saya teruskan dengan pembelajaran Islamiah dan segalanya.
Alright. Jadi setelah berhijrah kan, jadi mungkin kami sendiri dan penonton-penonton di rumah ingin tahu bagaimana Natasha sendiri istiqamah ataupun tips cara-cara.
Nak kena ingat balik ni macam mana tips
mana.
istiqamah. Seriously, istiqamah tetap menjadi satu cabaran rasa untuk semua orang. And for me, bila saya rasa saya jauh pada Allah, saya cuba dekatkan diri saya pada Allah, dan dalam masa-masa cabaran ataupun dugaan, di situlah saya rasa terdetiknya kembali istiqamah, dan I think all the other things that we have to apply as in our lives. So to me, I think the most powerful thing, as I am being reminded by my husband or anyone, is to basically go back to Allah. So when I go back to Allah and I make so much doa, orang kata macam the strongest doa that I need, Allah will give me so many signs. Macam mana saya nak mengubahkan cara hidup saya, apa yang lemah tentang diri saya, apa yang saya perlu betulkan tentang diri saya, because to me, it is not just the people around me who has problems. I am basically a patient of Allah. So istiqamah tu is really going back to Allah. Patience is still something yang memang saya battle with every day, because nobody is patient. Macam kata, there's no way you can have beautiful patience like Nabi Yusuf. So it's like basically that I just have to learn how to have patience in my life, and go back to Allah, make lots of dua, and go to the right people to still learn about istiqamah. So basically that is how I've now currently, like how I actually go through istiqamah for myself.
Alright, jadi kita akan kembali lagi. Jadi teruskan bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Lagi bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Alright, jadi Ihsan, sebelum tu kita nak berterima kasih kepada sponsor kita, Syarikat Jatimas, kerana sudi menaja kami untuk background kita yang sangat cantik ni. Terima kasih banyak-banyak Syarikat Jatimas. Alright, jadi kita akan teruskan soalan bersama kita punya guest pada malam ini. Alright, jadi Ihsan.
Okay, untuk Natasha sendiri, apa macam the biggest achievement in your life?
Kalau sekarang, I think kalau currently, as of last year, was starting my own community organisation, iaitu Amal Hope. So Amal Hope basically dia macam ni. When I was studying for the last 6 years, after I finished my degree, I said my life has to have a purpose. So macam banyak orang datang kepada saya dan menanya, Kak Tasha, where do I learn Quran? Kak Tasha, where can I go this, here, that? All these things related to the religion, to whatever activities that I do to myself. So at the same time, waktu tu saya banyak buat a lot of underground volunteer work ataupun with other people. And then saya terfikir I need to do something with my life which is fulfilling for my ibadah, and what is rewarding for me. So I started Amal Hope in basically focusing on Islamic education and as well as helping people. So I think basically as I was working on finishing up some projects which was related to Syria, before Tasha mulakan dengan Amal Hope, so Tasha bekerjasama dengan beberapa partner di luar. Di situ Tasha rasa, Tasha say, okay, this is something that I really need to take seriously. Bukan benda yang macam just project basis and stuff. So di situlah tertubuhnya Amal Hope, where Tasha dapat membuatkan apa yang Tasha suka daripada segi menolong orang spiritually, and as well as in education, and as well as humanitarian work. So Alhamdulillah, following up after I finished my Ramadan project last year with one ummah and as well as live updates from Syria, which is my UK-based partners. I actually got the opportunity to get to know some really good people in Malaysia, iaitu Brother Musa from Cinta Syria, and then we collaborated with working on our Korban project in Jordan untuk menolong orang Syria. So macam di Syria thing macam sangat dekat pada hati saya. So continuously it will basically be part of Amal Hope. So daripada itulah makin banyak benda yang kita buat on humanitarian basis as well. So banyak angkatan focus a lot on that, and as well as now venturing more into also psychology stuff for the people out there who need to go through stuff like that, like therapy. So I work with certain experts on those topics, and as well as macam Islamic medical treatment. So I think one of the first projects we worked on was macam mana nak meruqyahkan diri sendiri. It's basically how do you treat yourself. So I worked with some experts on that, and we actually did courses for people. So basically whatever I do is very small but very impactful. And Amal Hope is also a self-funded organisation where whatever merchandise that we do, we give back. So we give back the profit into the projects that we do.
Okay, jadi tadi Natasha sendiri ada berceritakan tentang humanitarian project, volunteer project. Jadi macam mana volunteer project itu sendiri bagi efek dekat hidup ataupun life Natasha sekarang?
Dia macam nyawa saya tau. Dia macam nyawa. It is my baby, and there is no possible way I will ever let anyone take it away from me. Like if you want, it's like life and death between you and me. Macam tu lah. So it's basically macam bila kita dah buat something yang kata heart to heart, you have such contact with people, you just feel what they feel, the pain that they feel. So macam I cannot let go of Amal Hope, and this is I rasa macam satu amanah for me, for the ummah. So I need to stand by it and to go as far as I can. Walaupun orang kata sometimes the consistency can be there, sometimes it cannot, but I still have to make sure that it still runs. And whatever people contribute, that is my amanah to the people that need it. So that is basically it lah. It's my nyawa lah basically. Amal Hope ni.
Naturally dah.
Yeah, and I like to work with people who are passionate as well. So I bring in the right people, and I really have to, orang kata bukan nak simply just bring in. I have to scan whether they're really passionate, whether they're really willing to contribute their time, their effort, their expertise with Amal Hope. Sebab it's not something that you can just do for fun and glamour. No, Amal Hope is really dirty work. Maknanya kita betul-betul macam Bangladeshi bila kita buat kerja tau. Naik truck, angkat barang. It's no glamour in it at all.
Cannot take for granted.
So why would you encourage others to do volunteering work?
For me, I would encourage because I think it will remind you of a lot of things in your life. How to be more grateful, how to have more syukur, how to actually macam be connected, understand your purpose in life. Macam it is not something that you just do like again, just do it for fun, do it for temporary, do one time, tak. Kalau you rasa you betul-betul nak dekat diri you and you feel that you are a person who, some people they are lonely, they grow up alone and they just feel they need more family. So doing voluntary work is like extending your life to having new people around you, new family. So every project I work on, like I go to Jordan, I have a family there now. I go to Lombok, I have another family there. So it's like you feel like macam orang ni beri you satu harapan dalam hidup tau. And this is why voluntary work is so special, and you have to do it. You have to at least experience doing it, and you have to have passion, sincerity. It is not something that you just do and just insta it, okay.
Only for popularity.
No, it's not. It's not.
Macam
Macam betul-betul satu kerja yang kata you have to put your knees on the ground.
It's very tedious job.
It is very tedious.
Yes, betul-betul. Besar pengorbanan dan tanggungjawab itu sendiri.
It's like how to reflect yourself. Untuk pelajaran sendiri.
Itulah macam Pak muhasabah diri jugalah kalau you buat kerja-kerja macam ni.
Betul. It's not a glamour job.
It's not a glamour job.
It's very tedious job.
You won't get award simply for doing stuff like that. It's real stuff that you're passionate about.
Alright, terima kasih. Jadi banyak lagi kita nak tanya kepada guest kita pada hari ini. Jadi teruskan bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Alright, bersama kami lagi di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Alright, Ihsan, kita akan kita akan teruskan dengan segmen yang seterusnya, iaitu
hashtag kata netizen.
Yes, betul.
Ya, kita dah tanya kawan-kawan kita di UIA tentang topik kita malam hari ini,
Ya,
iaitu
betul.
passion.
Yes, jadi
Passion.
Yes,
I'm
jadi
not your patient.
Not passion. It's
Alright,
passion.
jadi kita akan dengarkan dulu apa kata kawan kita.
Ya.
Jadi kita akan tengok VT seterusnya.
Ya.
Silakan.
Terima kasih host di studio. Jadi untuk segmen Kata Netizen pada kali ini, kita akan bertanyakan para pelajar adakah passion mereka ini akan memberi impak yang besar terhadap kerjaya mereka pada masa akan datang. Jadi untuk mendengar pendapat mereka, jom ikut saya.
Okey, jadi saya rasa passion ataupun minat saya sangat memberi kesan dan beri impak dekat kejayaan saya akan pilih suatu hari nanti. Sebab saya seorang yang lebih prefer untuk bekerja dalam satu suasana atau satu environment yang mana saya suka apa yang saya buat. Macam saya suka belajar bahasa Inggeris, so apa-apa pekerjaan yang berkait dengan bahasa Inggeris itu sendiri pun saya akan lebih cenderung untuk pilih kejayaan itulah. Jadi saya setujulah yang kalau passion ni sangat beri kesan kalau saya nak pilih apa-apa kejayaan suatu hari nanti.
Okey, saya mempunyai passion yang memang saya dari dulu saya inginkan, saya cita-citakan, iaitu saya suka mendengar masalah orang dan kalau boleh saya nak menyelesaikan masalah orang. Jadi kemungkinan future nanti saya akan memilih dalam bidang untuk menjadi kaunselor ataupun pakar terapi. Jadi saya memang ada passion begitu. Jadi saya memang nak membantu orang-orang yang ada masalah, bukan saja dari segi mental tapi masalah-masalah yang lain juga.
Okey, bagi saya passion akan mempengaruhi kehidupan seseorang itu dalam masa jangka pendek ataupun jangka masa panjang. Contoh passion saya suka bercakap di hadapan halayak ramai. Sebab apa? Dengan bercakap tu saya boleh mengubah seseorang ataupun meyakinkan seseorang. Cita-cita saya pada masa akan datang saya ingin menjadi seorang motivator. Dan dengan bercakap itulah saya boleh meyakinkan seseorang untuk membuat satu keputusan yang lebih tepat. Kerana seseorang itu dia tidak akan yakin dengan keputusan dia dengan bantu orang lain. So saya yakin dengan passion seseorang itu akan mengubah hidup seseorang dan passion saya tersebut akan mengubah hidup seseorang dalam masa jangka panjang maupun dalam masa jangka pendek. Terima kasih.
Dah dengar pandangan pelajar tentang adakah mereka punya passion tu akan memberi impak yang besar terhadap kerjaya mereka? Jadi jangan buang masa lagi, kita kembali semula pada host di studio.
Alright, jadi kita dah dengar
Kata
pendapat netizen di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Jadi kita nak tanya pula kepada kita punya guest pada hari ini. Alright, jadi Natasha. Alright.
Sure not your patient, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say like our patient.
I think you need some water.
Thank you. Alright, so Natasha, jadi kalau kita tengok dalam social media sekarang banyak orang yang bitter, orang yang negatif. So how Natasha cleanse yourself from that negativity?
Cleanse myself or avoid myself?
Yeah, cleanse.
Cleanse. Honestly, I'm just like any other human being. I do get angry. There are times I would actually voice my concerns about certain negativity. I'm a person where I don't give a shit, really. I'm sorry for that. But tapi honestly, macam I think there are certain things that I should take a stand where I think I have the rights to say if the things get a bit overboard. Tapi paling pun lately ni, I think I've learned to actually turn off certain comments, and I feel that it's so nice right now sometimes to not have comments on your page because you just want to give and spread positivity or share something nice and beautiful. And sometimes bila orang, kesian tau kadang-kadang I rasa macam some followers they give so much positivity, tiba-tiba pop ada je yang nak bagi negativity yang macam very shallow minded, and I'm like, you just spoiled the whole thing, you know. So but yeah, I guess how I handle it, it depends on my mood. Really, sometimes I ignore, sometimes I would actually voice out my concerns, and sometimes I just shut off the comment box, because when I do that, I feel that I'm in a lot of peace. So basically, it really depends on how the situation, how I want to turn it off. Tapi itulah macam you can't control these people on how they are and how they behave, because they just have nothing else to do, and you just have to buat je lah doa, kesian kat diorang. But yeah, I think every individual has their own way, and that's basically my way. I'm quite real when it comes to emotions, and I'll just do it according to what I feel at that moment. Kan. So kalau tak macam okay lah, ignore ada juga, ada time tengok mood juga.
Sometimes juga kalau macam negative comments tu macam takes like a very specific skill to make like a negative comment to be like very influencing.
Yeah, they must be very professional to actually come up with such questions or comments. They, like again, I said, they just have nothing else to do. Because you know, like it's just like barging into somebody's house. So like, again, how do I actually control it? It really depends on the situation. If I'm in a bad mood day, then I'll just have to say something in a more kata nice way but cynical to make them understand that they actually have to learn their lesson. Orang kata macam, yelah, kill them with kindness kan. So my words would be very kind but still very impactful to make them understand, hey, you have no right to just barge into somebody's space. That's just me. I'm just being very real about myself. I don't have any time to just lead a hypocrite, be a hypocrite and just remain calm. Calmness depends, like I said, it really depends on a person and when the situation happens. But the best thing is tutup je lah comment box tu, habis cerita.
Sometimes ini juga macam apa?
If they really have something to say, if it's really important, then they can just DM me. So
that's much more in the end. That's much more effective.
Betul.
Sometimes juga orang-orang yang bagi negative comments ni selalunya macam takut kalau kita jawab.
Betul.
And I think any human being, it depends. It doesn't matter whoever that you are, should have the right to also voice their concerns back. And I think a lot of my friends, influencers and celebrities, they orang pun akan rajin membalas, bukan nak macam ada enough time to do it, but they will say in a very firm way to make them understand, like, hey, get the clear picture here. If you don't understand, leave. Macam tu lah, kan?
They take time for themselves to jawab, kan? Tapi untuk sebagai Natasha sendiri, macam menjadi like your personal body lah. Who is your role model?
Well, seriously, I have a lot of role models, but if
we have a lot of time.
I wouldn't want to mention specifically one, but obviously, if it's somebody so close to my heart, number one would be my mom, because she raised me up as a single mother, and she has the most, orang kata, largest, biggest, widest strength ever that I look up to. So she is like a superwoman to me. She is a domestic mother. I would call her, if she was still a wife, a domestic wife that can do miracles. So she would basically sacrifice a lot of things for us since we were young sampai sekarang. No matter what tribulations and trials I go through, my mother is my mother. So even though there were times, I mean, this is the honest truth. As a child and a parent, children have problems with parents too. I have had problems with my moms too. Tapi at the end of the day, macam kata, your parent is your parent lah. Basically, you still need them, and there will be times and challenges where maybe you will not have that communication with them. But after so many years, when something happens, you feel that the bond is stronger. So I am undergoing that kind of bond with my mom, where I feel that, subhanallah, like I think there's a lot of things that happen in your life. It's hikmah. It will actually make me have more appreciation for my mother. And then kalau in my kerjaya, in what I do right now, especially what I can think of right now is like in my humanitarian mission. The other role models I look up is to all my partners, like Musa, Shahim, Miss Nina, all the people that I work with, because they strive for their deen, and they also strive to help the people around them. And this is because the people I work with in all my NGO projects, kan, my team, like you know, my photographer Zami or Ikin, all these people, they come from different backgrounds. Tapi we are like, we work together, we have same missions together. And these people are young. Some of them are, I memang kakak-kakak lah, you know. I memang kakak first Nina, then baru I. So it's like, they are so young, and subhanallah, the stuff that they have gone through, like Musa, he's been in jail before, and you know, just to help people. So when I look at their strive and their struggle, they just inspire me a lot to move forward.
Alright, jadi banyak lagi kita akan tanya. Kembali lagi bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan.
Asal break
Tu. Alright, Ihsan, tadi kita dah settle dengan kata netizen. Dengan sekarang ni segmen yang paling ditunggu-tunggu oleh semua orang. Alright.
Iaitu #hotseat.
Yes, betul.
Kerusi panas.
Kerusi panas. Kita akan bincangkan topik-topik yang hangat. Jadi teruskan bersama kami dengan topik hot seat di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Teruskan. Jangan ke mana-mana. Alright, kembali lagi bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Alright, jadi soalan hot seat dah sedia?
Okey, kita dah sedia.
Sedia, silakan.
Ini mungkin macam pertanyaan yang general lah, very general.
Okay.
But to you, what is more important, money or passion?
Oh man, okay, passion is important. Money, I need to survive. Kalau tak mati sekarang. No, but yeah, I mean, what is important to me really on a day-to-day life is definitely the things that drive me, which is my passion. So money is also kehidupan juga. Tapi you need to balance it both. Ada apa lagi nak tanya? Ini macam ada countdown ke soalan?
Short and simple. Alright.
Short and simple.
Yes, betul. Alright.
Yeah.
Saya boleh tanya. So, apa cabaran yang terbesar yang Natasha sendiri hadapi bukan setakat dalam hijrah tapi dalam kehidupan Natasha sendiri? Apa cabaran terbesar
I think my cabaran is just like any other person. It falls down to everything in my everyday life. It can be from my kerjaya to my personal life, my children, my family, everything. Basically cabaran dia banyak. Macam semua orang juga, macam mana nak hadapi, nak go through, nak overcome, what kind of help. And I think through all this cabaran right now, what I've learned is like nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect, and it's a learning process. And if I really cannot help myself, I need the experts to help me up to that point. So cabaran is good because it challenges you as a person. It makes you stronger as a person. And again, I'm being reminded by specific people that are important to my life, like my mother, my husband, my friends, that if I don't make doa to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala, I will not be given the hikmah of every cabaran. So like every day, when I'm being challenged, it's really, again, macam orang kata klise sangat kalau cakap Allah menguji you untuk mendekatkan you dengan diri dia, which is so true. And I think I need to be in that shell for a moment sometimes to actually go through it by myself. So itulah cabaran hidup seperti orang biasa. There's a lot of cabaran, to be honest, and I just have to face it just like any other human being.
Ada tak cabaran macam apa cabaran like some sort of problem with your money, with your financial problem?
Financial situation. I think it's really how you manage your financial situation. I think semua orang pernah ada cabaran dengan duit. Tapi I always believe in one thing. Don't fear the loss because you can work hard for it. And really, if your niat is betul, macam kalau tak pasal niat, okay, what is your money being used for? How do you want to use your money? I think Allah will challenge you when you have money. Bila ada banyak duit, time tu lah Allah uji. So again, I'm being reminded by so many people close to me, bersedekah lah. You know, sometimes you forget. And I feel that's why I feel Amal Hope is very close to me because I have my own organisation where I can put in my own money back into that. So macam dah tak berkira lah. Okay lah, ada extra pub letak kat situ. And really, money is something that when I have it, I like to just let it go. It just runs like water. Of course, I have my savings, tapi then again, I always believe that Allah will give it back to you. It's really how you actually use your money. I think everyone has financial situation. Tapi orang kata selagi ada kaki dengan tangan and mata dengan mulut, you're still okay. I mean, even orang yang buta pun still can work. You can still work. There's a way of finding ways in your life. Don't give alasan that I've met so many people and sometimes they just need that push. Even they are sihat walafiat, they just need that push. So you have to give them that push. And again, the people that you need to actually go to is the closest people in your life, like your family, your cousins, your relative, because sometimes they need that motivation as well. And you need to help them sometimes and also teach them. So money teaches me a lot about life lah, to be honest.
Tapi untuk Natasha sendiri kan, Natasha banyak macam like you do a lot of things. So how to feel happy about your work?
I do a lot of things. How do I feel? I think, again, our tajuk is passion. Are you passionate about what you do? That is most important to me. Macam kalau you are just doing it to survive, you're not going to be happy. Like again, I will fall back to the things that I like to do. Kan, tak apalah, biarlah tak jadi jutawan. Tapi you strive to want to be a jutawan. Kan, you know what I mean? But you have to be happy and love what you do. You don't do something just because you need to survive. It's no point. You can't be living off a certain kerjaya or living off certain ways of life, thinking that okay, it's okay, I'm comfortable in this. No, because you have to add on other qualities in life. That's why I have amal hope. That adds on quality to my life and purpose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Jadi
nak tanya apa lagi?
settle untuk kata
cool seat dah.
Kita dah semakin panas di sini, jadi kita akan teruskan dengan soalan bersama kita punya guest kita.
Melodi sangat you all.
Ya, betul.
Tapi untuk Natasha sendiri, sebab Natasha kan you are a mother.
Yes.
And but also you are a career woman. How do you balance that dynamic?
Well, I have a lot of support system, and I have a lot of people in my life that can actually help me balance my children and my kerjaya. So again, the support system from family or whoever is related to my children is important. So I memang kata you kena plan. You really, like for me, I believe that you really have to sit down and plan your life. Like if I believe, contohnya kan, if I believe that my children are better off with, let's say, their father most of the time, or their grandmother most of the time, or even my mother. So we have to make a timetable or a schedule that, okay, their life is going to be focused on this, and they need to have a certain focus as well in their life, and I can balance between my children and my career. So my children actually automatically understand that I have a lot of commitments in my life. If I can bring them into certain things that I do, I bring them as well. So I think when my children were much younger, I brought them a lot to my classes, my university, to finish up my studies. It was a really crazy ride for me, because during that hijrah, is like I furthered my studies in Islamic studies. So I was a mother with a toddler and a mother with a newborn. So it was breastfeeding and learning and writing, and feeding and breastfeeding and writing at the same time. So I just don't know how I did it, but that's the power of a woman's strength. The dedication and the passion.
Betul.
The passion juga.
Alright, jadi bagi Natasha sendirilah, apa inspirasi terbesar Natasha untuk menjadi Natasha yang sekarang?
Wow, soalan cempumas. Menjawabkan tak? Apakah inspirasi? Okay, I don't know. I think banyak kot. It's basically my whole journey since 2012 to 2019. Okay, how many years ago? How many years dah sekarang? 7 years. In that 7 years, I had to learn a lot about myself. Generally, a lot of things about everything around me. Friends, family, the kind of friends I should be around, the kind of people I should be around, the upbringing of my children. I was battling about, contohnya macam, ada battle tau, contoh macam mana nak besarkan anak, macam Islamic way ke, macam ni ke, sekolah macam ni ke, homeschool ke, there were so many challenges I had to go through. Tapi orang kata inspirasi saya adalah orang di sekelilingi saya, orang yang memberikan saya knowledge tu, orang yang mengingati saya, orang yang memberikan kasih sayang pada saya. So to me, I have to absorb everything and make me what I am today, and I'm still not perfect. You faham tak? To me, I think every day is a learning process. So memang kita takkan jadi perfect lah macam Nabi Muhammad, tapi kita kena bersyukur dengan apa yang ada, dugaan dan segala bagai, dan as well as the challenges that we have to face day by day. So it's either like, for me, I'm a bulldozer lah basically. I will bulldoze and I will try my best until I cannot anymore. Orang kata macam you cannot give up. Tapi you have to look at yourself in the mirror and say, okay, I know I'm such a weak person every day. Like what can I do better for myself and the people around me? I may have my own attitude. I'm not perfect. I'm probably this and probably that. Tapi again, macam orang kata, we need reminders. We need reminders every day, and we need people. The support system will make you what you are.
Alright, so support system jadikan inilah Natasha Hudson yang sekarang. Alright, jadi
tapi okay, one tip that I can say that I think throughout my learning process ni, bukan saja support system. I kata knowledge is really important. So I made a lot of effort. It was so extreme until my mom said you're so extreme. Tapi because when you're so hungry for something, you just need to feed your soul. So I believe that as much knowledge as you can, and if you're passionate about the things that you like, contohnya, okay, I want to further my studies dalam bidang ni. I did everything within that 9 years, 7 years. Macam I tried to do everything that I like to feel what it is to have all that. So memang kata kalau education, orang kata memang hidup kita takkan habis belajar sampai kita mati kan. So you have to continuously and don't find any reason not to do it. So for me, macam ada je orang yang tak pernah pergi self motivation, psychology class, whatever, you have to do it because it just gains more knowledge and it makes you a better person.
Betul.
And then tapi untuk Natasha sendiri, what is your advice to those yang masih mencari diri mereka?
Mencari diri, okay. Just to share my experience, honestly, I think my hijrah started, not hijrah lah, my search for religion started at the age of 18. Because macam daripada sekolah pun dulu, I memang datang daripada darah kacukan, kita selalu diejek-ejek kan. Mak Saleh. So tapi I'm struggling because I dah dibesarkan.
That makes you stronger.
Yeah. I was after I came back from another country living with my parents. When I came back and my mom was on her own, then I had to grow up with my Malay-based family. Until I terasa ada one point tu I cakap actually Malay is a religion. That's how I thought. Sebab kita tak faham lagi religion kan. So there were battles between pergi sekolah, contohnya my experience pergi sekolah menengah, dah ada tudung dalam beg, dah pakai tudung sampai depan sekolah buka because tak confident lagi. So I think macam orang yang mencari, macam orang kata like you said, apa tip untuk orang yang mencari kan, really you have to start somewhere and get some sort of guidance. So when I was at the age of 18, I think I met certain people where they gave me such beautiful knowledge, and then that's when my journey started. I had to self-discover.
Right, jadi kita
banyak lagi nak kita cakap
di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Alright, kembali lagi bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan. Alright, kita dah banyak sembang dengan guest kita pada hari ini, NATASHA HUDSON. Alright, jadi Insan, silakan.
Okay, untuk Natasha sendiri, what's next for you? The next step.
What's next for me? Can you read my mind already?
Oh.
No, yeah.
Emas ke jingga?
Okay, to be honest, macam sometimes I don't plan a lot of things, but I'm still working on more projects. I think tahun ni memang akan perbanyakkan lagi on Amal Hope punya NGO stuff, and the sisters have actually requested for me to do more Islamic programs for them as well. Macam dulu we were very active with Halakas, so I think that has to start as well soon. So lately ni I've been getting a lot of questions and suggestions. So in terms of my other side, which is a business, I don't know, I think most of my followers know that I'm an organic enthusiast. So I'll be focusing a lot on creating certain products for people who love the organic lifestyle. So essential oils is basically my main core business. So I actually be creating some other products on my own as well. So like again, I said money is important, so I need to find my own source of income. So that's one thing to balance out besides my passion with Amal Hope. Other plans susah nak cakap sebab banyak sangat rancangan. So until I execute it, then I can actually confirm it. So you just have to keep on following sebab kadang-kadang benda boleh jadi sangat random. Like you know, tiba-tiba doa ni, tiba-tiba pop datang pula.
Apa yang kita rancangkan bukan
I like to plan, but I also don't like to plan. So I just go with the flow and just say Allah take me wherever the momentum and the pace is going. Macam itulah.
Tapi untuk apa macam entertainment world sendiri?
Entertainment, to be honest, dah lama dah tak buat apa-apa berkenaan dengan entertainment, no hosting, no acting, whatever. But insyaAllah there will be some projects coming up. Some short films. It so happened to be this week has been I've been flooded with a lot of all these ideas and suggestions and offers. So insyaAllah there will be like I've always wanted to actually do short films on what happens to people on a day-to-day basis. Macam because I'm also a writer. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also have my podcast, which the link is on my Instagram profile. So because I do a lot of writing, my podcast basically is from my own experience ataupun what women ataupun anyone faces on a day-to-day basis. So the feedback feedback I've been getting from people is they love hearing it because it's like a storytelling for them. So malam-malam orang dengar macam, sedapnya. Dia kata tak tahu lagu yang buat sedap ke suara yang buat sedap. I cakap maybe it's just the story. But basically that is what I'm really passionate about, writing. So I'll be working on more further podcast stuff, which I will bring in certain guests, certain friends who are also writers or scholars to actually highlight on the stuff that I write. So that will be a growth in my podcast besides just me talking. That will be one more thing lah coming up soon. So on Instagram pun sama juga because I used to do a lot of live, so I'll be talking about certain subjects and topics soon jugalah.
Afiq sendiri ada tanya tak?
Alright, jadi ada tak kata-kata inspirasi untuk guest untuk kita punya penonton kita?
Tolong bagi idea boleh tak? Kata-kata inspirasi. Okay, again because our topic is related to passion, I would say that in life, if you have a certain passion, you basically have to go for it. Don't stop anyone. Don't let anyone stop you from doing it. Always sit down and ask yourself, what is it that you really want to do in life? And I think, again, like I said, purpose in life kita apa sebenarnya as a Muslim, as an individual. I think every person who is out there, it doesn't matter what age you are. I came across, I can't remember something the other day. I can't remember, was it a talk or something? It was sent to me and it said, it was my friend. She did a podcast and her subject was, it doesn't mean after marriage your life stops. So I think there's a lot of people who out there who are married. Macam banyak orang kat luar tu kahwin muda sekarang kan, a lot of married people. So a lot of people think, I need to do everything before marriage now. I have to do this. Tak, because you know what, support system is so damn important. You know, so important. So do not let your passion stop, and always encourage your spouse, your partner, your friend, your family member. Just give them that push. You can do anything you like with support as long as you're doing it within orang kata kesukaan ataupun apa yang Allah suka, Allah SWT suka. Sebab again, if we are Muslims, we have to know our pegangan and what we believe in, what we should and should not do. So when it's related to something that I like I said, I do not want it to stop, and it should not stop in your heart. Just keep on doing it and orang kata give back to the ummah in whatever that you do on your day-to-day basis. Macam itulah.
Untuk Natasha sendiri, bagaimana penonton boleh follow
okay, on my social media, kalau Instagram is Natasha Hudson Official, Facebook pun Natasha Hudson Official. I'm more active on Instagram. I will be more active on Facebook insyaAllah soon. Kalau
podcast,
my podcast, you can listen to my podcast. The link is also on Instagram. Dan juga you can listen to it on Spotify. Sekarang ni my podcast channel is basically it has spread. So Spotify banyak orang ada, iTunes pun boleh. So iTunes, Spotify, all the link on my Instagram. And you can also DM me or even email me. Kalau email, you can email to natashalianahudson@gmail.com. Basically, I will reply as fast as I could. If you need to be in contact with me, business or whatever, in whatever matter, insyaAllah.
Alright, jadi terima kasih kepada Natasha Hudson kerana sudi hadir bersama kami di Inspirasi Luahan Insan pada kali ini.
Thank you so much.
Alright, jadi terima kasih juga kepada Jatimas, syarikat Jatimas kerana sponsor kami punya background pada
yang sangat cantik ni.
Sangat-sangat cantik.
Letak background dia
betul.
putih.
Jadi jangan lupa untuk saksikan kami lagi
dalam
Inspirasi Luahan Insan
YouTube channel IIM TV.
Setiap hari Rabu jam 9 malam hanya di IIM TV YouTube channel. Semoga bertemu lagi insya-Allah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat malam. Bye bye. Jumpa lagi.
Bye. Alhamdulillah, settle. Thank you guys.